Greetings, Native Connection grantees. Welcome to the Native Connection podcast series. I am Angela Mark.
I am Michelle Carnes.
And we are your Native Connection Government Project Officers here at SAMHSA. This podcast will answer any questions that you may have that consist of Year 1 milestones. By now, hopefully, you have become acquainted with the guidelines of this grant and are well on your way to completing a huge milestone. Yes, that is Year 1. Many of you are asking yourself, or you've been asking Michelle or I, where should I be? Am I in line with everyone else? Have I completed all of my Year 1 grant requirements? So as you know, that what is unique to Native Connections is that you as a grantee have articulated your plan for Year 1 activities. And activities for Years 2 through 5 are based on a huge range of factors that you have learned or discovered in Year 1 that is specific to your community.
So Angela, what are the main priorities that they should have in mind for Year 1?
Great question. So number 1 is hiring. This includes hiring of all of your staff, your project director, your coordinator, evaluator, and/or healthy navigators. Also involving your community and engaging support on all levels. This includes tribal council and village leadership. Also, conducting and completing a community readiness assessment. And lastly, development of policies and procedures. So this includes protocols for crisis response, postvention, follow-up procedures with suicide attempt survivors, as well as responding to potential clusters.
So what about if a grantee's protocols haven't been approved by their council yet?
So we do recognize that sometimes this is a challenge, getting these sorts of policies and procedures through tribal council. But what we do expect here at SAMHSA is a solid draft by the end of Year 1.
So what about if a grantee submits a strategic plan that's pretty different than their original application?
So this is actually quite common, and it's perfectly fine as we expect that your grant will evolve. Again, that is what is so special and unique about Native Connections, is that there is a lot of flexibility in this grant. So you are the ones that are deciding what will work in your community, and recognize that all activities may look different because each community, village, or tribe is different.
And so once they submit that strategic plan, are they able to make adjustments to it?
Yes, these are things to talk to Michelle or I about. This is why it is so important to be in touch with us and be on all of our monthly calls. And if you don't, and if you have a question that is not addressed on a monthly call, know that Michelle and I are both always readily available and responsive.
So one of the things that sometimes grantees are concerned about at this point in their grant is they feel like they should be doing trainings. Is this something that a grantee should be worried about at this point?
Yes, so this is actually based off of several factors. If all of your Year 1 priorities are complete, then you can start doing trainings. But be sure that everything else is completed that is required of Year 1. We now conclude this podcast. Thanks all. Until next time, this is your Native Connection GPO signing off.